Hey, what's up, fellas? How you doing? Matt Antonelli here. Today, answering your questions. Today's question is, how do Major League players get in and out of the clubhouse? Where do they go? Is there a special door? Is there a secret elevator? A special compartment someplace that you have to crawl through? Um, there isn't one of those. But how do you get in and out of the clubhouse? Um, so here's my experience doing that. Okay, at home, typically, at least in San Diego, but I think in most stadiums, there's going to be a player's parking lot or garage somewhere. So in San Diego, there's a little garage slash parking area that you park in, and it's really easy. They tell you where that is. When you get called up, they say, that's where you're going to park. This is the parking area. So you park there, you get out, you just walk right down. There's a door right there. You walk in the door, and boom, you're not in the clubhouse, but you're underneath the stadium. And then the clubhouse is like, you're pretty much right there. You just walk across and you see the door, Padres, walk in, and you're good to go. So that's usually how it works at major league stadiums. You're usually going to park in the garage or in the lot. You're not going to have to walk too far. Um, Now, for me, when I got called up to the Padres, I didn't have a car. So I lived right downtown. I lived right next to the stadium, and I just walked across to the stadium. And so when that happens, you just got to ask and say, like, what door do I come in? Usually just ask a player, like, hey, like, how do I get in the stadium when I get when I want to go play baseball? And so, like in San Diego, from where I was staying, when I literally just walk across the street, and the stadium's right there. Walk down the side of the stadium, and then there's like a bunch of doors. And if you didn't know which door to go in, you would never think that that was an entrance to go in. They're just like random doors all the way down. Most of them are always locked. But before the game, I could open the door, walk in, and when I walked in, there was like a little like security guard behind this little area. And at first I had to like show them my little like player card thing, and they let you in. But after a while, they just know who you are, and you just kind of walk right in. You go in, open another door, and then you're underneath again. And you just got to walk around and go right in the clubhouse. Um, so that's how it works at home when I was in San Diego. That's the only team I played in the major leagues with, so I don't know how all the other home teams do it, but I would assume it's very, very similar to that. Now, when you're on the road, um, you're going to be well, in my day, you took a taxi to the field. Now, I'm guessing you probably Uber to the field. I don't really know. Uber was not around when I was playing in the major leagues. So how we did it is so there is technically a team bus, but nobody takes a team bus. At least I never took it, and I don't think anyone else ever took it. Almost everybody needs to get there earlier than the team bus. So you would taxi in, right? Or now you Uber. So you jump in the taxi, jump in with a bunch of guys, you go by yourself, whatever. And that is where it becomes a little more difficult, especially for a player, excuse me, that has never played at certain stadiums. So like when I got called up, usually I was always with like other guys. And so if you jump in with like a veteran guy, they know where to go, right? You just say like, hey, take me to Dodger Stadium or take me to whatever field you're playing at. And so the taxi guy drives you down, and once you get close, usually the veteran guy can say like, oh, go over here. Yeah, we're going to park. Just drop me off at this door right here. You get out the door, boom, you go in. If you're not a veteran player, like there was a few times that I took taxis with young guys, and we'd get there and we'd be like, yeah, take us down to whatever stadium we're at. And then we get there and be like, all right, where do we go? And usually you just ask, you'd ask a veteran player like, hey, how do you get into the stadium? And they say, oh, park like around here, drop off here, and then go down this way, and there's a door right there, blah, blah, blah. But there'd be a few times, like I remember, I think it was in Milwaukee, where like we got dropped off and we're like, where the hell is the door? Like, how do we get in this place? Kind of walk around, ask people like, hey, how do you get in the stadium? We're supposed to play here. And, you eventually figure it out. But it's not always super, super easy. Like I remember sometimes like trying to figure out like, where the hell is the door? How do I get in this place? And so that's how you do it on the road. So most of it, I think, is relying on the veteran guys or the guys that have played before. Like the manager, like Buddy Black or whoever, isn't going to stand up and be like, okay, guys, so when we go down to the stadium, like, here's the map, and you're going to go in this door right here, and then the clubhouse will be over it. Like, no one does that. It's just like, figure it out, talk to other players and stuff, and at least that's how we were. I don't know if it's different now. So hopefully that answers your guys' questions of how you get into the ballpark. Good question. Never really thought about Never really thought about that before, I guess, answering it, but good question. Comment in the section below for more. If you have more questions, I'll answer those for you guys. Subscribe to the channel if you're not done so already. Give us a thumbs up. I'd appreciate that. Share the video with all your friends. Check out the description box below. Also, our Instagram, Antonelli Baseball, Twitter feed, Manington99, posting videos all the time for you guys. And that's all I got, guys. Thanks again for watching. I appreciate it, and we'll talk to you later.